Thank you for coming back to That's So Nova. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I really appreciate you stopping by again. Today we're going to be making the TOTO. I'm going to say this right. It's a mini pattern from the Sally Tomato series, and it's called TOTO, named after the iconic puppy in The Wizard of Oz. We're going to be making a leash as well as a collar, and there's not a lot of materials you need for this project. You're going to need some cotton woven or cotton canvas, some interfacing based off of what you feel your machine is able to handle. And I purchased, you can purchase a kit that comes with the release for the collar, a nice swivel hook for hooking to the leash, adjustable strap for the collar, as well as a D-ring so you can hook that leash on. So let's get started with making the collar first. What you want to do is you want to take your piece there, you want to measure your dog's neck. That's first and foremost. There's sizes. There's extra small, medium, large, and so on and so forth. Each piece has different measurements and different cuts for each of the following. I'm making this for my medium-sized puppy. Her name is Roxy. So here we go. We're going to fold in once on itself off of the seam allowance that is stated in the above step. There's only front and back page, so it's step 2. And then we're going to fold it onto each itself. We're going to fold and then iron our interfacing, making sure that it stays on. You can definitely pill it, and I Frankenstein this by using scrap pieces I had around my area. And then we're going to give it a good press. Notice I didn't say iron. Press, we want that heat to really sink in, and this is going to be the permanent. If you have a clapper, a wood clapper, this is a perfect time to use it too while you're working on another piece. So clapper while you're ironing on here, the wood absorbs really well, and it just makes a nice permanent press. I'm add some steam to the area that is a little bit more bulky. All right, so what we're going to do is for this leash, we are going to stitch up using 1/8 of an inch down both ends. I'm going to be using a size 90/16 needle, but I definitely could see a denim needle being needed for this if wanted. I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to be doing 1/8 of an inch, and I'm using my regular composition foot. I always like to sew up the opening first. I don't know why. It's just out of reflex at this point. I'm using polyester thread, Saba Aman, and I'm going to backstitch and then cut those threads. And then I'm going to sew up on this side, doing the same thing, 1/8 of an inch. We're going to trim those threads. Nice and beautiful. Roxy's really going to love this. I always imagine that her favorite color is pink, but I'm not too sure. I'm assuming it is. We're going to now take our slider, and we are going to feed it to one end of the short end. And we're going to go up and over that middle bar. We're going to pull out a couple of inches from here. We're going to make a box. The next step was on assembling the collar. There is a measurement that you want your strap end to be at, and then we're going to make a box. And I'm just going to make sure that my hardware is out of the way. And whenever I stop, I go down, needle down. And take your time. Have a hump jumper if it's not evening out. Sorry about that sound. And I'm going to put an X through my box. You know, the power of stitching, man. We can make our puppies have some beautiful, nice blinged out collars. I mean, can't ask for anything more. My dog's fancy too, so this is going to work out perfect for her. All right, so we have our collar, and it's looking like this, where the D-rings the slider, I'm sorry, is right on top. Why we have it looking top up and above, we're going to grab and we're going to slide this slider up. Hopefully it's not too thick. If it is, then you're just going to have to give it a nice little quick squeeze in and get some help through with some tools if you need it, like a hemostat. We're going to put this through. Facing the right way would help tremendously. All right, so I'm sorry about that. We're going to feed this through. I'm going to use some hemostats and feed this through this. Okay, so we have our one end that has the slide. We have the slider. We basically fed this one end through this strap. So this is up. As you can see, this is the box that we just made. We're going to keep it straight, and we're going to feed it through this jump ring. Not jump ring. I always want to call them that. They're you're going to feed them through the buckle release. Then, as you have your buckle release facing forward, just like your swivel hook is facing, your swivel slider is facing forward, you're going to feed it over and under the tri-glider, the slider. And we're going to place our D-ring where, again, you can see all the hardware is facing up. We have our side release buckle up. We have our tri-slider up. And now we have our D-ring. We're going to take this, now have the back side where we see the bottom of the X and the bottom of all the hardware, and feed this in and through. It's a little difficult, so if you have to release the side, it's perfectly fine. I have to do it because my hands are big compared to this. And if I was doing maybe the large, or a large for the low-key, it would have worked a little bit better. But so here we go. We have it like this. We are going to bring this piece down according to what it says on page. It's the same page. Sorry, it's figure 10. So we're going to make some X's in boxes. We're going to do the first X in the box right above the markings that are on figure 10. And we want to just make little boxes and double lines. It helps, especially if you're using cotton, you're not going to perforate it. So more stitches the merrier, you know? And I'm going to make sure my needle is in the needle down position when I stop. All right, so that's the first box one we're going to have to make. We're going to remove these excess threads, and we're going to slide this down, and we're going to make a little box right here too. Make sure your hardware is out of the way. If you don't want to do boxes, maybe you could do 2 rows of stitching back and forth. And it just helps keep that D-ring in its place. So now we have a functional and totally cute, super pink color Barbie. Let's go party with this beautiful collar. Now let's make the leash. So first thing we're going to do for the leash is we want to attach the 2 pieces that we have together to make the leash a little bit longer. So I'm going to have one going up and one going down. So it's like a backwards L. We're going to sew at a diagonal where it's kind of like bias binding in a way. Okay. And I'm going to leave just 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch so I can iron this open. Again, you can use like a Shape Flex 101, a Bosal. You can use whatever kind of interfacing you have on hand. All right, so we're first going to take this and we're going to press wrong sides touching so we can find our center. If you want a heavier interfacing because you're like, hey, I feel like my dog needs it, they're, you know, we're really rough on leashes, do that. This is a trial and error thing. There's no perfect there's no perfect formula. Some dogs you can have it with just nice cotton woven and a light interfacing and they're fine. There's other dogs that that can break chains, you know, so you might need to maybe put some like webbing and cotton together so that you can have a very reinforced strap. But Roxy is a little bit older and she is a good walker. She's not a puller. She's more of just like look around her kind of scenario. So we're going to fold this onto itself and we're going to press How fun is this print? This kit is one of the kits they offer at Sally Tomato, and I immediately gravitated to it. Everything, all things pink, right? I'm not a big pink person, but I am a big Barbie person, and there's so many pink stuff coming out because of the Barbie movie, and I immediately thought, this is like a Barbie theme for my dog, and she will appreciate it. Roxy likes pink. And she's really dainty. And if you give her a biscuit and you ask her to eat it like a lady, she'll like bite it very carefully using just like the 2 front teeth. It is the cutest thing you've ever seen. She is pretty funny. She's the opposite of Loki. She's not destructive either. But woo, when those kids come and that her dad comes, oh, the barking. Go to the barking. All right. Okay, so we're going to now press this in half. And I believe from here, we just need to stitch it 1/8 of an inch all the way down. Most of this is pressing, but that's okay. Sometimes I love pressing because I can just zone out and get some really good crafting ideas, and it's just because it's a repetitive motion, it could be kind of soothing. So think positive. All right, I'm gonna top stitch this down using 1/8 of an inch all the way down. I'm at a 3 stitch length. Go as fast as slow as you want. There's no race. You can remove pins, clips along the way, but I do notice if you take your time and you do a nice press that you really don't need any clips when it comes down to this if you don't want. But it's always good to have some. I even tried those pins that you could sew over. Yes, I said it. To sew over pins. All right, and then we're going to do this side. Okay, I'm going to trim those threads. All right, so we have 2 pattern pieces, 2 pieces for the vinyl that we're going to put together. Let's see. We have the part for your handle and pattern piece C, which is part for your hook. So we're going to take this. We're going to put some double-sided tape. It's temporary. This is like the wash and go, so it's not a very thick hold, but it helps to keep everything in place. I'm going to take pattern PC. I'm going to put double-sided tape down both sides. And I'm just going to, this had a little extra little burrs. Sometimes you get that with the flannel backing with when you're working with faux leathers. This is going to be a very nice accent feature. So we're going to take this and we're going to sew down 1/8 of an inch on both sides. And these are going to be seen, so take your time. Use some really pretty coordinating threads. All right. We're going to take our swivel hook and we're going to thread that. And we're going to take some double-sided tape and I'm just going to put some in the middle. on both ends. Because this is going to be a light hold. And I'm going to remove the double-sided tape. And we're going to feed look at how nice that's going to look. And we're going to put some X boxes on here. We're going to make an X mark on 2 inches going down to 2 1/4 inches, and we're going to put a second row of box X's on there. The measurements are right underneath each figure level, so just take your time. How Sally Tomatoes made the boxes go, it gives you that extra reinforcement without perforating any of the vinyl. So you got to really appreciate that this is not only cute, but it's built to last. And let me do another box. All right, and then I'm going to make one more box for this handle. I mean, well, for not the handle part, this is the swivel hook. I am like tongue-tied today. There used to be like drills or something you could do like red, yellow letter and stuff like that, but I wasn't the best at that either. So here we go. You can always increase your stitch length if you wish, if you're having a difficult time, but I'm at a 90-14. I'm not really feeling like I need a bigger needle, but it probably would have been a little bit smoother, but I have no complaints. And we're going to do this box. Needle down. Okay. All right, we have one side down. Now we're going to go to the other side. And we're going to make our handle. We're going to enlist double-sided tape because we can't use the iron to make it fold on its half on itself. So some double-sided tape. And we're going to fold it down the center to meet. So I'm removing this wash away tape. And I'm taking pattern piece D and I'm putting these ends, the long ends, butt up to meet each other. I'm using my finger just to finger press it as I go down the vinyl. And we're going to top stitch this going out 1/8 of an inch down both long ends. And we're going to do that on the other end, and then we're going to trim all these tails. Okay, and then I'm going to put some double-sided tape just about 1.5 inches from each short end, just so I can hold the material. And we're going to be doing some X mark spots again. Bring it on over, make sure both sides are even. Just make sure that everything cleans up nice and even on both sides. Ooh. So now we're going to do the final step, and we're going to put 2 sets of boxes. So I'm going to do my first set closer to the base. I think polyester thread is kind of a must on this one. I do think cotton thread is strong. Cotton is a very strong material. I just feel like threads can pop a little bit easier, and this is going for your little puppy pal, and you want to make sure that when you're walking them in style that they're getting the best they could possibly get, function and beauty, right? All right. And one more set of box, closer to the top. Okay. How cute. This is so stinking cute. You have a super cute leash that goes with your super cute collar. I do need to clean up some threads. That's me. I always have thread issues, but don't worry, I'll take my time. And you have your puppy just walking around in style. If you wanted to, you can even add some rivets here and here just to give it that extra filling if you wish. But I don't think you'll need it, to be honest with you. But if it's whatever you feel that makes you more secure in your sewing, that's the most important part. Nothing else matters. So I will list the TOTO down below in the description box. It is affiliate link. If you purchase the pattern through there, I get a small little kickback, which helps the channel out tremendously. And I'm going to be putting this on my puppy, and that's what you're going to be seeing in the thumbnail. So I really appreciate you going up for this little dog journey walk with me, and I look forward to sewing with you again real soon. Until the next time I see you, stay safe and happy sewing. Bye.